Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And I am live with my apologies. I want to tell you first and foremost that I'm not really feeling all that great. I don't know if you guys know, but July is not the best month for me ever. I lost my mother today. She died today, probably around this time today in 2013. And it bothers me at times because it's been over a decade that has passed, but it still affects me nonetheless. That was my mother. She was a loving woman. She raised me right, I feel. I miss her dearly. I have dreams about her. I once heard from a friend, shout out to Tina T, that when you have dreams about someone that's dead, that's the only way that you can communicate with them. I'm out in Texas. I'm from Louisiana, as you guys know. Lived all kind of places around the world, but normally when my mom passes, I do a certain traditional thing. I know this is not boxing related, but I wanted to share something with you guys that are close to me, that really gives a shit about me. That when you lose a loved one, a parent especially, things are not the same. Loco, Counterpunch. Conrad Francis, Counterpunch to you. Bad man in the bushes. What's up, bro? I'm not in the best of moods in July. My mom died today. I apologize to you guys because I haven't really been going live because just haven't really been in the mood, so I haven't. I had another death in the family, of course, as you guys know, if you guys were with me or witnessed that day in that situation. But I have to tell you guys about something that just happened that I'm not really proud of. I don't know if you guys from the UK are aware of Anytime Fitness, but it's a gym over here in the US, and it's nationwide, and that's why I joined it, because wherever I'm at I can still get it in. And all day I've been pretty tranquil, I guess, but equally irritated. Maybe because, nobody that I know that knows what I went through at that time, or the relatives that I have called to check on us, because when somebody passes, I guess that would be the logical thing, to check on the people that survive it. And so did some videos today. Really wasn't into it, honestly, but I did them nonetheless. I mean, I was just trying to stay busy, and ate me something, took a nap, went to sleep. You woke up, the shit was on your mind, almost like it was just like shining on you. And guys, I gotta tell you, I call my aunt, which I'm with my aunt a lot, because that's my mother's sister. She doesn't have children of her own, so therefore we are hers. So I talked to her, and we talked for about an hour or so. And the crazy thing is, if you know me, and the day is July 9th, and you don't reach out to me, I can't help but to kind of get offended You know, take that personally, things like that. And that was bothering me, even though I didn't say nothing. You know, as men, we are not really entitled to talk about feelings and how you feel and what's going on with you and all that. So I said, you know what, screw it. That's all right. I'm gonna head to the gym. So went to the gym, and if you guys know me at all, you know how I can't stand sticklers, the Dudley Do-Right people. You know, Anytime Fitness is a nationwide gym, but you need your phone to get inside, right? And I seen the lady walk out of the gym. I'm walking up to the door. She closes the door. Bro, I don't know. I can't tell you how pissed off I was. I went off on this. You know what? I walked in. I snatched the door open. And then something in me was like, tell this motherfucker what's going on. It's time. Bro, I went out. I walked in because she closed it and smiled like that. And then I had to use my phone to open the door. And the first mind that hit me when I entered the gym was, didn't she know you was a fucking member? She thought you were just trying to get in there for free? What was this about? What did she think you were going to do in this situation? She think you were just trying to walk in, get a free workout, and walk out? She didn't give me the benefit of the doubt. She didn't even do it. I was livid. When I say livid, I was pissed off, bro. So I walked back out like, excuse me. Yo. You didn't think I was a member? Why the fuck you close the door in my face? And she was like, I'm the manager. I'm the fitness manager here. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you are. You didn't think that I was a member here when you slammed that door in my face. She said, well, no, I didn't slam the door in your face. I said, no, yes, you did. You closed it deliberately in my face when I'm walking up to the door. Like I couldn't get the fuck in. Bro. And she was like, well, sir, you know, I'd say, you know what? I'll never come back to your fucking establishment because you got 10,000 of these fucking gyms around here. You got many installments of these places. And she said, that is greatly offensive. I said, I don't give a fuck about your offense, motherfucker. You closed the door in my face as though I wasn't a fucking member. You closed the door in my face because you wanted me not to get in because you thought that I wasn't a member. And you know, the crazy thing was, and here's the crazy thing. I gotta pull over. I'm pulling over. I shouldn't be really driving. So let me pull over and tell you guys this is what happened. When I told that lady that, and you know, that pre-care and shit was already on her mind. You know what I mean? She was looking for a phone. And, you know, I don't know who she was calling, who she was texting, who she was trying to contact or whatever, but she was on that motherfucker. And, just something in me was like, look, bro. Hey, man, I lost my mother today. That cordial side of Kurt came out. And I was like, look, I lost my mother today. And, I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I lost my mother today and it wasn't cool, bro. And I broke the fuck down. And the lady grabbed me and hugged me. And she was like, oh my God. My dad, he just, he's on his deathbed now, and I just got back 2 days ago, and I'm sitting there like, oh my God, and I didn't know any of this, and I wouldn't have knew any of this stuff. I wouldn't have knew any of this. And we had a heart to heart. And I built a lot of stuff up. And, this is the day. I guess to using the excuse to fucking crash out or whatever. But yeah, bro, I was pissed off, but I was equally hurt at the same time, because the people that are closest to me haven't acknowledged anybody, probably besides my aunt. I can't say anybody. That, hey, how you doing? People, sometimes you just want to know how the fuck you doing. Like, hey, how are you? I know the day is the day. I care for you, and I remember this is the day that your mom collapsed, never to wake up again, in the parking garage of Willis Knighton Hospital. And and after that, I was like, damn, bro, I shouldn't have done that. Do I feel better? Kinda. But I do feel like, yo, I shouldn't have done that shit. I shouldn't have went off on her. But it goes to show you that sometimes people that spaz out on somebody, that goes off on somebody, that becomes unglued and all that shit, got something to deal with like I do. Because this is the day that I remember this day, and I always relive the same time and what was going on at that time. That date, Tuesday, July 9th, 2013. When my mom, she walked out of the hospital and collapsed in the parking lot. To this day, I don't really know who found her. Maybe an orderly, maybe somebody just walking. I don't know. So, I shouldn't have went off on that lady like that, but it was also a lesson to know that people are not what you think they are. Even if she was being a little bit of a Karen, doesn't mean she's just necessarily a bad person. So, but I can understand, like, yeah, it's not the best of times, man. I feel like beating the shit out of somebody right now. And it is bad, because that's why I went to the gym. And I think about when I was in there hitting that fucking iron, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what? Because she said, you can come here anytime. No need to apologize, this, that, and the other, and stuff. Like, we had a heart to heart, man. She broke down too, bro. And I was like, what the fuck is this, like a scene from a movie? But it ain't a new movie. This is real life. It wasn't a movie at all. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh man, it was something that was needed, that could have went very, very badly. That shit could have went worse, because she could have got through with that text message and called them little buff cocksuckers out there, and I could have been fighting these guys, because it was 2 or 3 of them in there, the trainers. She was a trainer. You see this shirt? I'd hit that. Yeah. So, yeah, it was more one of those things. It wouldn't have been nothing good to it if I'd have whooped them, or they'd have whooped me, or I'd have got to them and got them good. I'd end up in jail, in a place in Texas, where Williamson County is known for, like, the place that I remember growing up in, Bossier Parish, where they don't give a shit. They will lock you up for any old thing, because that's what they do. The Barney Fifes of the world are alive and well. Tony Lyons. When my daughter passed away, it took over 2 weeks before it hit me, and it was then I felt the rage coming through and wanted to do something stupid but had to hold back. Tony Lyons, my blessings and my heart goes out to you. I've never lost a live child. So I don't know what that's like. So I hope I never know what it's like. I hope they bury my big ass in the cemetery, my children, and look over me and hopefully miss me and love me and all that. So I can just tell you about how it was when I lost my mom in 2013. 2 months, bro. It's the worst thing that ever happened. It's only been 2 months ago. Man, my condolences. I'm sorry, Tony. But just had to share that with everyone because I mean it wasn't something that I didn't plan the shit. It just now I think, what if it was a dude? We've been fucking fighting, bro. We've been going at. If he was somebody that slammed that door in my face, and then I used my, because I gave her a look like, what the fuck did you do that for? And if it was a dude that slammed that bitch in my face, because normally this is what happens. We're from the South. Common courtesy, Southern hospitality. When you open a door, you leave it open for the person that you see coming. Not taking upon yourself to, let me slam it to make sure he's a member. Bitch, no, I'm a member. I think the last thing you should do is to assume that somebody's not a member that's going into that particular entrance. That would greatly affected me. It pissed me off. But normally, I wouldn't have said anything. Was it something to do what I did? No. But was it something that I'm glad that I did at this point? Yeah. Because you get to understand somebody else's pain, suffering, perspective, perception. But then at the same time, you get to express your own, to tell them why you are feeling this way, why and what's going on with you. So if you believe any random thing from a random dude on the internet, believe me, God gonna bring us all back together in paradise. Has to be, can't be any other way. Bad man in the bushes. You gotta believe that at some point. Because if not, what is the point? You know, we can hang around like John Lennon. You know, God works in purposeful ways. You were meant to meet that woman today. Yeah, I thought about that. I did think about that because she wasn't a bad woman. She wasn't bad looking either. She was a trainer. Also, though, there's more to it, and I gotta explain. I took my kid in there a couple days ago because she always wants to go with me to the gym, and I took her there, and we worked out. I made a jump rope with me. I made her pull some dumbbells and shit like that. You know, to this day, you know, she's tripled in size since then. Since that, you know, she was a kid then. She was only like 4. Now she's like 9. And she's tall as shit. And someone called me from that same location. And I was pissed off because of that too. So a lot of that had something to do with it. So it just wasn't her slamming that door. It was her that I put two and two together. This may be the same bitch that called me telling me that I couldn't bring my daughter there because you're not allowed to bring minors in the place without a membership type shit. You know what I mean? Well, in that case, motherfucker, take them or give them somewhere they can lounge while I get my workout on. So yeah, it was a lot more to that than just that. Okay? So it wasn't just that. Angel Lopez just got into it with a trainer at the gym, and I shouldn't have went at her like that, man. You guys don't know, my mom, she passed today, July 9th, 2013. Now it's July 9th, 2025. And I can't tell you that I'm any better. You just grow to live with stuff. So, and I went off on somebody that I probably shouldn't have. And that's where the apology set in, because I wouldn't have done that July 3rd, January 28th. I wouldn't have done that. And I don't want to be the person that makes excuses just because I'm having a fucking bad day to do something stupid. I believe in the resurrection. It's us left behind that have to work to do right. God moves you where you are needed. The Holy Spirit will speak to your heart. Listen, walk and follow him. You're being elected to do God's work. It's a blessing of the highest honor. God bless you. Captain Richard Skin. Counterpunch to you. Appreciate the words, man. I hope that's true. Mike C, that's why I work out at home. No, real talk, bro. Because, you know, I got these I work out on, just a little 10 pound. No, these are 12 pound. And I could work out at the park. I enjoy doing live streams, working out at times. That's cool. And, you know, and then, you know, killing two birds with one stone. But sometimes you do want to get in and lift some heavy weights to help your bones. To help you, you know, your bone density growth. But I shouldn't have done that shit, man. And it could have been totally different. This could have been a fucking Klansman down here that just wanted to use that as an opportunity to, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna lock this motherfucker up. You know, I'm gonna show him why you can't fuck around with me. No, I don't know where she's from or whatever. I just know she's a trainer of that damn gym. I don't fucking care where she's from. I just know she could have used that to her advantage. So. My daughter has been gone for 15 years, but every year on the same date, it don't get no easier, bro. Just handle it different ways each year. She was only 3 months old. Her name was Kaika or Keika? Whitey McCrackerson. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. From years of doing law enforcement, I've seen so much death from other people that it's hard to process the pain of loss in a personal life. Carlos Lopez, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, it's hard when you don't have like a support system or a continuity, proximity, familiarity. That's the word. Because at that time, that was a different time from now. I was in Louisiana. I was fucking broke. I was probably in the best shape of my life when my mother passed. But I didn't have shit. I worked at Domino's Pizza. I delivered pizzas from Domino's. Shout out to Becky Bolt. Um, I worked for her for a very long time. And I had just had a child, then lost a child from a different woman, which was crazy as fuck. The girl that I was with at the time didn't know. It was, bro, my life was in shambles. It was fucked up, bro. Kayla. Oh, Kayla, okay. Kayla. Shout out to Kayla, people. Give Kayla a shout out in the building. Would have been 15 years old today. It's crazy. Soul Rebel. My mom passed as well. God bless CP Boxing. Soul Rebel. My condolences, man. But yeah, I woke up today. The worst thing somebody can ask me that supposedly know me, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? Motherfucker, if you don't know me, or if you don't know what's wrong, you don't know me. Kurt was a city boy. Kurt was about to beat somebody's ass. I mean, and it wasn't even really that. I already cussed her out. I kind of, it was almost like I felt justified from cussing her out, but then equally like, man, that shit ain't right. Alex, what's up, man? Counterpunch to you. I know your mama is proud of you. Sometimes I think she is. Negro Unk. Hey. Oh, gee, I'm 6'5", amateur boxer, 3-0. Will you be my fourth match? Nope. I will not. Because amateurs, the definitions of amateurs, you don't get paid. What time is it in the USA? Here in Chile, it's already dark outside. Almost 9 p.m. It is 7:57. So we're an hour behind you. You're in Chile? Yeah, we're an hour behind you. My dad passed, says T-Law's Fitness, 2 years ago. Had to fight with the family over inheritance since I've lived overseas and tried to take it all. Couldn't have even mourned until now. Keep your head up. T-Law's Fitness. I went through that shit too. And you want to know anything about anybody that's your relative? Let somebody die that's important. That had shit. Let somebody die that had shit. And then guess what? You're going to find out about them people. The same thing happened. I had to knock a fucking brother of mine out over a fucking car that he didn't own but claimed that he owned. And I had to give that, I hit that motherfucker with an Anthony Joshua left hook. Did I like it? No, but it happened. Because he was consumed with the idea of getting stuff because somebody died and he wanted to benefit for someone's fucking death. That's what happened. A lot of clowns out here. You're not one of them, TP. Thank you, Soul. How many rounds could you do with a prime Mike Tyson? Maybe about 20 seconds. Because, I mean, it wouldn't take long. Because Mike is not a dude that's going to sit there to be kind to you or to allow you and to carry you. He didn't do that. He hit you and punched with mean intentions, and he did it very quickly. Mike would hit you 3 or 4 times, and probably by the second punch, you would be rendered unconscious, not counting the 3 or 4 or 5 punches that he's going to land on you before you hit the ground. So, no, Mike Tyson, about 10 seconds maybe. This the guy that beats his wife. Don't watch his content. I don't understand how motherfuckers get rid of that cocksucker. Billy Bastard. That's what you are. You're a bastard, BB. But yeah, man, what? Throw him off your show. Yeah, bro, he's off. Nah, man, my guys got him, man. My guys got him. Shit's not cool though, man. It's not cool. And like, I don't know. I'm just in, like, right now I'm in front of HEB and I call myself, I already got some salmon. I'm gonna eat some salmon tonight. That's if I'm not even really hungry. To be fair, I ate a Whopper earlier. So I wanted a Whopper, you know? I haven't ate a Whopper in a long time. So I said, you know, I'm gonna eat a Whopper. And I went to sleep and I woke up feeling shitty. You know. I knew a dude named Donnie Long that fought Mike Tyson. Mike absolutely ruined his career. Donnie suffered severe brain damage and is punch drunk for likely now. Well, sometimes, unfortunately, some fighters don't have accumulative. They don't accumulate damage. Fucking hell. They get it all at one time. It ain't someone and then this guy and then this guy and then this fight and then that fight. No, it's one guy that comes out there and damages your ass forever. So that happens. But no, man, I just wanted to share that with you. Maybe the next time you see me, I'm either going to go live. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'll be back. I'll probably do a road trip live, but I do have Friday, the trilogy between Serrano and Taylor, so I will be live for that. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. I didn't really want anything. I just wanted to kind of touch bases with you guys and explain why I haven't really been live and stuff like that. But God bless you guys. Be safe. And I'm signing off, man. Peace.